The Chicago Bears improve their record to a 4-2 by defeating the New Orleans Saints at home on the strength of the defense and a running game. I know, right? Let's talk about it today on the post-game wrap-up on Sports Chicago Style. Sports, 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 Chicago style for me and you. Hello, welcome one and all to Sports Chicago Style. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel and like the video if you like the video. Another victory. It's always so refreshing to be able to come on and have the natural enthusiasm, that inner glow and smile when your team is victorious on game day. You know the feeling I'm talking about, right? Where, throughout the week, the coffee, the food, the water tastes just a little bit better. You can go and share your exuberance for your team with your coworkers, classmates, friends, family, who may, let's say, be fans of other teams who didn't do so well. It just makes it a little bit more sweeter, even though it's all about your team for the most part. And your team this week, the Chicago Bears, on the strength of a running game, assisted hugely with 4 turnovers from the defense on a day when the passing game of the Bears seems to be just kind of stuck in the mud. Don't know what that's all about, but guess what? The other aspects of the game were able to bring a victory back to not back, but because they were in Soldier Field, so not back home, but bring the victory home and close out the game. It should have been, let's say, more comfortable lead, if you will, a blowout more so, if the offense is able to score sevens on the turnovers and capitalize and demoralize the Saints even more. But good enough was good enough. And it will be worked on going forward, I am quite sure. So going forward now, Coach Tripping, what are your thoughts about this game? Thank you, Triple R. Well, this week, right, it was a good example of this coaching staff still getting the best out of what they have, especially with the next man up mentality, right? On offense, Caleb Williams did not have a stellar day by any means necessary. But the run game may have found an identity, right, with that wide outside type zone run that they do with the DeAndre Swift, with the Kyle Monangai, and right, Roschon Johnson got one more rep this week. Just one more on offense this week. But he was able to have success with that one carry that he had again this week. But they were able to find success, right, on the offensive line on that right side, between the center with the Dahlman, with the right guard of Jackson, and with that right tackle of Wright. They were able to move the goddamn crowd, and I like it. Still do not know what is going on with Caleb Williams and his footwork and his cadence with the Drew Dahlman. Too many self-inflicted penalties. On defense, my goodness, it is gracious to see the turnovers. They're getting after it, and I like it. These defensive coaches, right, has this team and this defense ready to eat glass, stone, wood, and anything else that is not typically edible, right? They're able to stop the run up front with that front seven. It is so good, right, to have Kyler Gordon and TJ Edwards back in the game. They are very beneficial to stopping this run. And in the passing game, right, they are covering their zones for the most part. Still way too many mistakes, but they are coming together. As long as they are winning, they are winning. And let's keep them winning. Chef, take it away.
Thank you, Coach. It is always good, I agree, to have the victory. And this team is feeding in to the good, better, best, and no block, no rock. Because these young tight ends, the running backs, and the wide receivers are all taking it very seriously with their blocking. And the results are showing on the field. The defense is very good, and it is a shame that so many are hurt. But as they said, the next man up is the next man up, and they are doing that very well. But we have to get better there, because all of these turnovers, while very nice, how sustainable are they? I don't know. But then also the referees were not as bad and egregious as before, or as they have been, but the roughing the passer and the offensive pass interference on the Colston Loveland, and those were BS. And I think that these are just a further example of the league hating on the Bears. But now, speaking of hating on the Bears, here are Chef Tripp's Goats of the Week.
Chef Tripp's Donkey of the Week. These have been Chef Tripp's Donkeys of the Week.
Spoiler alert, there was no hate to be had, so there are no goats of this week. But now for the standouts of the week from
Chef Tripp's. Chef Tripp's Standouts of the Week. The defensive coaching staff. The running game. These have been Chef Tripp's Standout of the Week.
A shout out to all of these standouts. Now, who are your standouts, or do you agree and or disagree with my choices for standouts, or the choice for no goats? Please share in the comments. Tripp, what are your thoughts?
Bro, thanks, Chef. Bro, I told you, bro, the victory, the dub was coming back. It's like, bro, it's like, this team, they found out that, like, bro, they can run the ball now. And the cohesiveness and the gelling of the offensive line can now begin, because Canadian Eagles in there, and now it's like onward and upward, bro. And like Gizmo, he didn't have like the best game, but it's all good. He's still learning, bro. It's all good. And roam around the world, they gotta get better, bro. They gotta get on the same page. But bro, DJ, I salute you, you warrior. DJ's a beast, bro. And, cause I don't know, bro. I'm going to hospital observation. Hey, I might not make that next game, but I'm not. DJ, let's go. And bro, on defense, Predator, he's having the game, bro. He's having the season, bro. He's like earning that contract as people like be like, well, he's no all pro like Rowe, who's getting his revenge game. No, I don't think so. But yeah, Predator and then Bayer, the old dude out in the back on the defense, bro, knows where to be, knows where the ball's gonna be, and he's there, bro. And like Nashon, like he's stepping up, and he gets burnt, then he makes a play, gets burnt, then he makes a play, but he's making plays, bro. And a shout out to Dollar Bill and everybody, bro. Everybody, bro. It's just a all around Bears victory, bro. And it's time to party. Ha ha. Let's go. Triple R, bring us home. Ah.
Thanks, Trip. Thank you, Chef. Thanks, Coach. Ha ha. The excitement builds. Yes, it does. As we look forward to the next game, as this team takes the show on the road to the scuffling Baltimore Ravens. Will this be a Roquan Smith revenge game? Or will this be another stepping stone onto taking the North and not giving it back by this Bears team? Make sure you join us for that pregame for the Ravens, as well as any other previous videos you may have missed, or go back and enjoy them again, because they may be oh so fine the second time around, again and again and again. So that's the second, third, fourth, yeah, all of that, you get it. Sports Chicago Style, that's the channel, or you can find it at Triple RSCS. That's a little shortcut here on YouTube, as well as the shortcut on YouTube for at Chef Trips. That Chef Trips, obviously, his channel for your video recipe enjoyment. And then at Trip Kundo for Coach Tripping and Trips self-defense exercise mobility program. Oh, it's getting exciting up in here. Ben Johnson has this coaching staff, has this team moving in the right direction, and we can just, let's go. Right on. I see you, Trip. I see you. All right, so please make sure you are subscribed and liking all the videos for those channels that I mentioned there. And if you would like to support on the Ko-fi and or the Patreon, you have those QR codes on the screen as well. But you can also find them at Sports Chicago Style, and that is also our website. All right, thanks for watching the video, and we look forward to seeing you for the pregame for the Ravens. And so until then, bear down.
Bear down, everybody.
Let's fucking go.